watching Eagle News America. I'm Thomas I. Likeness, broadcasting from our studio in Edmonton, Canada. It's Monday, July the 5th, 2021 on this side of the world. A good Tuesday morning. Magandang umaga to our viewers in the Philippines. In the news today, we have updates from several of our correspondents from across North America. Mila Simbulan in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania.
Mifflin County joins Pennsylvania Law Enforcement Treatment Initiative.
David Reggio joins us from Oxnard, California.
LA Summer Night Lights begins.
And we'll hear from Anna Cui in Las Vegas, Nevada.
MGM Resorts International launches 100 megawatt solar array in Las Vegas.
Jane Rogel takes us to Corpus Christi's Independence Day celebration, where the crowd said it was time to enjoy the day with family and friends. And from EBC Food, Keith Daphne Franco shares with us her recipe for mango ice candy. And we'll also hear from EBC friend Ethel Constantino in Raleigh, North Carolina. She'll tell us how to make Keto mini ube pancakes. And, that's tonight's roundtable. Let's talk about our favorite Ube-licious treats. Can't wait for that. Our coverage begins now. We begin in Surfside, Florida, where rescue crews combed through fresh rubble today in search of survivors from last week's building collapse. Now, last night, demolition crews brought down the remaining part of the Champlain Towers condo complex. With a tropical storm about to hit the region, there were fears the building could be brought down by strong winds. The controlled explosion last night opened up access to areas previously blocked by searchers. More bodies have been discovered, the death toll now standing at 28, with 117 people unaccounted for. The COVID file now, some semblance of normalcy returning to the United Kingdom. Prime Minister Boris Johnson says most of the country's public health restrictions will be lifted in 2 weeks.
It will no longer be necessary for government to instruct people to work from home. So employers will be able to start planning a safe return to the workplace. There will be no COVID certificate required as a condition of entry to any venue or event, although businesses and events can certainly make use of certification, and the NHS app gives you a COVID pass as one way to show your COVID status.
So July 19th is COVID Freedom Day in England, but Johnson isn't ready yet to declare victory over the pandemic.
We are trying to move from a system of very elaborate government rules to one in which we rely on people to exercise personal responsibility to follow guidance, mindful that, as I say, this pandemic is far from over.
Meanwhile, in the United States, vaccine hesitancy is a real problem as the country tries to achieve herd immunity against COVID-19. The problem is greatest in southern states like Alabama. Scott Harris is a health officer in Alabama, and he says there's a lot of mistrust of vaccines.
We really anticipated we would see hesitancy in the African-American population, certainly rural African-American communities in particular. And then we also have hesitancy among white men in particular, especially in rural areas too, and it's part of the whole, partisan fight that's been going on for the last few years.
Richard Phillips is the mayor of Onawenta, and he says he agrees. A lot of misinformation out there. And he says some of the lies are being spread by people in leadership positions.
I think there's a lot of hesitation on the parts of individuals that they may have a little bit of fear that there could be some long-term effects from the vaccination. And I think that is a result of potentially some false narratives that have been put out there through various forms of media and through specific individuals in leadership positions.
Now, to counter those lies, people in the state are campaigning for vaccine acceptance. Jefferson County Commissioner Sheila Tyson, well, she goes door to door. She's trying to convince people about the benefits of immunization.
And the COVID virus is getting worse and it's killing people more and quicker. And the vaccines that you have is, if you don't get them right then, it's going to be too late. Of course, we're against time. So we don't have a large amount of people that's actually helping, but we are doing the best that we can with what we got.
So what kind of people does she talk to? Well, here's a sampling of a couple of those people that Tyson runs into while promoting the vaccine.
I have real bad diabetes, which I have to take 10 shots a day, and diabetes and those shots don't go too good together. And then I got severe heart problems. And so they said that if I take it, it would most likely take me out because of my condition.
Well, like I said, my blood pressure had been up for about a month or so, and I just didn't take it. I didn't know if I should take it, So I was going to my doctor, and I was going to ask him, would it be okay if I go on and take it? But I've been doing my blood pressure myself, so I know it's down now. So I just go from here.
We go to Indonesia now. That country is running out of medical oxygen to treat COVID patients. Hospitals are overwhelmed with new cases coming in. The Delta variant is driving this unprecedented wave of infections. The country's 5 producers of oxygen have been told to allocate all of their output, all of it, 100% of it, to hospitals, to sell nothing to the steel industry, the mining industry. Those are their other big customers. Trucks are lining up for hours waiting to take delivery of the precious gas. If these supplies are not adequate, the Asian nation may have to start importing oxygen. This is how bad it is in Indonesia today. Nearly 30,000 new cases of COVID and 558 deaths. Both those numbers are daily records. Let's look at today's COVID-19 numbers now, provided by the Coronavirus Resource Center of Johns Hopkins University and Medicine. As of 6 p.m. Eastern Time today, the number of cases of COVID-19 reported worldwide, now more than 184,019,000. Top 3 on the list of countries with recorded cases: the United States, more than 33.7 million; India, more than 30.5 million; Brazil, more than 18.7 million. And sadly, more than 3,980,000 lives worldwide have been lost to the virus. Top 3 countries with the most number of COVID-19 related deaths: the United States, more than 605,000; Brazil, more than 524,000; and India, more than 402,000 people have lost their lives to COVID-19. The number of COVID vaccines administered worldwide, more than 3,219,000,000. There's a big change at Amazon. Company founder Jeff Bezos is stepping down as chief executive officer. Bezos wants to do other things now. Things like spending more time with his space company, Blue Origin, as well as his philanthropic activities. 27 years ago, it was only 27 years ago that Bezos was just an online bookseller. Over the years, he transformed Amazon into a technology and e-commerce giant. Bezos, who's 57, will still have a hand in Amazon. He'll remain as executive chairman. An explosion at a plastics factory in Bangkok in Thailand has killed a firefighter and left 29 people injured. The blast occurred about 3 o'clock local time this morning at a factory near Bangkok's International Airport. Helicopters dumped fire suppressant foam on the flames to try to control the blaze. By noon, 500 people had been evacuated from the area to nearby shelters. Heavy black smoke could be seen rising into the sky as far as 35 kilometers away. 15 hours after the blast, the fire was still raging. Cause of the explosion is not known. The factory made polystyrene. You would know that as styrofoam. Mongolia has opened a new international airport. The Genghis Khan International Airport is located 50 kilometers south of the Mongolian capital of Ulaanbaatar. It's the largest airport in the country. Designed to serve 2 million passengers a day, the airport was financed with loans from the Japanese government. It's 51% owned by a Japanese consortium. A Mongolian state agency owns the remainder. And when those loans are repaid, control of the airport reverts to Mongolia. In Bosnia, an annual grass mowing competition. That's right, a grass mowing competition. It's been classified by the United Nations as cultural heritage. Now, this thing has been going on for 250 years, takes place every July, usually on the first Sunday. The grass is mowed manually with a hand-forged scythe. Participants are dressed in the traditional costumes of their villages, and they must mow a 350 square meter patch of grass. They're judged on the time, the width of the mow, efficiency, and of course the final appearance when the field is completed. This is not an easy task. It requires strength and also, well, a special technique. The top 3 mowers are recognized. The winner is given the title of Kosaba, which earns him a special reputation. I wonder when I mow the lawn next week, will I get the Kosaba title here? Up next, we have stories from Pennsylvania and California. Eagle News America continues.
Factual.
We have to defeat the virus everywhere.
Timely information. Balanced. Not only in the country, but also abroad.
I'm certain of one thing.
Interviews that people need to know. Watch Agila Pilipinas. A 1-hour newscast of reports coming from regional hubs in Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Know the important updates in Asia in ASEAN in Focus. Track the latest stories in the provinces in Agila Provincia. Tune into Mata ng Agila, the evening primetime news program of Net25. Balanced and objective, Mata ng Agila covers national and international issues, tackles news on business, health, science, and technology, entertainment, sports and human interest features, and current events. And Eagle News International delivers the latest global reports, impartial, accessible, and up-to-date. It brings to fore EBC's rich international scope and access to valuable information streams.
Well, thank you to thank our help outdoor.
Catch these programs on Net25. You can also watch our news programs through eaglenews.ph and Eagle News Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Ang trabaho naman talaga ng maritime group ng PNP is to enforce the maritime laws.
Tayo lang yung stricto, pero in other parts of the country, pwede na naman ang tourism.
Definitely, we are ready to respond to a possible spike.
Sapagkat ang aming intensyon ay makatulong lang sa mga tao na wala talagang magamit na gamot.
92 voted for this resolution, which will make it stronger, calling on the Justice Department to come up with more stringent ways to be able to avert these hate crimes against Asian Americans.
Mas marami po tayong magagamit ngayon
na mga tools or mga equipment.
Maraming salamat, Weng, at sa buong puwersa ng Balitalakayan sa pagkakataong ito.
Tatalakayin ang mga pangunahing balita live sa teleradyo ng Net25 at Radyo Aguila DCEC 1062. Kasama si Weng de la Fuente sa Balitalakayan.
We live in interesting times.
You're watching Eagle News America. I'm Thomas I. Likeness. One of the challenges of law enforcement is how to deal with addicts. Pennsylvania, the state has created what they call an enforcement treatment initiative. This program guides people into treatment rather than prosecuting them in the criminal system. Eagle News Pennsylvania Bureau Chief Mila Simbulan joins us now live to tell us that Mifflin County has decided to join the program. Mila?
That's right, Thomas. Mifflin County has joined the Law Enforcement Treatment Initiative, or what we call LETI, a program launched by Attorney General's Office in collaboration with law enforcement that provides assistance to Pennsylvanians suffering from substance use disorders in enrolling in a treatment program. 10 counties have previously joined the LETI program. So why Mifflin County? Here's Mifflin County District Attorney Christopher Torquato to tell us more. Take a look.
What brings us here today is a problem that is not unique in any way to Mifflin County. It is not unique in any way to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. It is a problem that plagues our country. We are all familiar with the issues and the problems that are caused by drug addiction, drug use, crimes associated with that, and use of these substances. Heroin has been a problem, not only in Mifflin County, but the Commonwealth and the country. Other opioids as well. Fentanyl has been a problem here in Mifflin County, the Commonwealth, across the country as well. We are now seeing methamphetamine as being a serious problem here in Mifflin County. And to be quite honest with you, the use and abuse of this particular drug seems to be replacing the use of these other substances that I have just mentioned. As a result of, obviously, the drug problem that exists within our county, the Commonwealth, the country, our judicial systems are stressed.
With the rise in overdose deaths and substance use across Pennsylvania, it's more important than ever to make sure that individuals are accessing life-saving treatment resources. There is a short window of opportunity to help individuals when they are ready to access treatment. The expansion of the PA LETI program to Mifflin County will provide another avenue for folks to reach out and receive the treatment they need and deserve to overcome this disease. Pennsylvania LETI allows Pennsylvanians seeking treatment for addiction to use their local law enforcement, including sheriffs, probation officers, and parole officers as a resource to contact participating treatment partners without the threat of arrest. Here's Attorney General of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, to tell us more. Take a look.
Charged my agents in the Office of Attorney General with this understanding the first day that I took office, and that is a recognition that drug addiction is a disease, not a crime. And when you come at it that way, then you recognize that you've got to figure out how to create more of an intersection between law enforcement and the human services folks in your communities in order to really save lives and really improve outcomes. No matter where I go across this Commonwealth, the chorus, though, is always the same. We need more and easier access to treatment, right? I'm sure you hear that. And we've got to make sure that we give our friends and family who are suffering outlets to get the help they need. This program, this LETI program, is a key part of our strategy. And it's a relatively new tool for law enforcement across Pennsylvania. This initiative focuses on accessibility. Look, sometimes people suffering they don't know where to turn. They don't know who to turn to. People suffering substance use disorder oftentimes are ashamed, and they're hiding it from their families. Look, many of them don't even have access to the internet, to the broadband they need to do the searches necessary to get them the help that they need. And so today, my office, in conjunction with the district attorney and the others assembled here today, the police and law enforcement are saying very simply and very clearly, you can turn to us. You can turn to us for help. We launched this program.
Shapiro also said that partnering Mifflin County law enforcement agencies under Pennsylvania levy will first open their station doors to those suffering from addiction. Next is helping identify treatment for those who seek it, assist with ensuring that people have transportation to the facilities, maintain relationships with local treatment providers to understand availability and collect data to study outcomes. In Mifflin County, individuals can contact a member of law enforcement at any time to ask for a referral or to be connected to treatment with no threat of arrest or prosecution. This policy also includes the ability for law enforcement to connect individuals to treatment at their discretion. Agent Janine Hotter, PhD, is the Office of Attorney General's dedicated full-time agent who coordinates Pennsylvania levy. Her work includes training, writing policies for each participating county, providing sample policies and documents, and convening key community stakeholders. In Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, Myla Simbulan, Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Back to you, Thomas.
Myla, that sounds like a very much needed program. Tell us, what is the goal of the Law Enforcement Treatment Initiative?
So, Thomas, levy, the goal of levy of this is to connect individuals suffering from substance abuse disorder with treatment options. Drug overdoses are now the #1 accidental killer in the Commonwealth. It is our greatest public health challenge right now and our greatest public safety challenge. That's why Attorney General Josh Shapiro, it is one of the top priorities as Pennsylvania's Chief Law Enforcement Officer. Thomas?
No doubt about it. It is a public health problem, but so many people, politicians, even the general public, see it as more of a justice issue, a criminal issue. Now, you mentioned there were already 11 counties participating in the program. Which are these counties, and how do you reach out to the Office of the Attorney General?
So Letty currently operates in Berks, Bradford. Another one is Carbon County, Dauphin County, Delaware County, where the county I'm at right now, Fayette, Montgomery, Northumberland, Schuylkill, and Somerset counties. So those are the 11 counties. And then with addition is the Mifflin County. So district attorneys in Pennsylvania, or those who are interested in starting a Pennsylvania levy program, should contact the Office of Attorney General at 570-826-2483. Thomas?
Well, hopefully, as this program expands and more people are involved, this whole public health problem of addiction can be brought under control. Because, in a way, it's like the pandemic. We've got to do something as a community to fight it. Thanks for bringing us that report, Myla, and do stick around. Looking forward to talking to you on our Ubelicious Roundtable. Thanks again.
Will do. Yes, I'm excited about it, Thomas.
Okay, so what can young people do in the evening in Los Angeles? Eagle News correspondent David Reggio joins us live from California now to tell us about the Summer Night Lights program in Los Angeles. David, what's this program all about?
Thanks, Thomas. Mayor Eric Garcetti launches Summer Night Lights, or SNL, for its 14th year as a program, allowing Los Angeles city parks and recreation centers to remain open until the late hours to young Angelenos and their families during the summer season. Mayor Eric Garcetti states, "Every Angelenos deserves a place in their community where they feel safe to spend quality time with their friends and loved ones. The past year has been difficult on our entire city. But I'm excited to see one of our most beloved programs return and help celebrate a new chapter in our city's recovery. The SNL program is a strong collaboration amongst the Mayor's Office of Gang Reduction and Youth Development, or GRYD, the Los Angeles Police and Fire Departments, as well, and the Departments of Recreation and Parks through the Mayor's Fund for Los Angeles. It provides the public access to free food and activities at the 34 parks and recreation centers throughout the city, while helping young residents and their families with employment opportunities and other needed resources. Beginning in 2008, this has been an ongoing annual program of the city for over a decade, giving Los Angeles residents a safe place to gather with friends, neighbors, and family members. It has resulted in the decline of violence and crime during these summer months when gang-related activities tend to rise. A new addition this year to the SNL program is the administration of free COVID-19 vaccinations on site to anyone who has not yet been vaccinated. Deidre Lind, the CEO and president of the Mayor's Fund for Los Angeles, adds, SNL is an award-winning, proven example of the public, private, and philanthropic sectors combining to make our communities safer and stronger. The Mayor's Fund for Los Angeles has supported SNL since our founding, and we are proud to celebrate its kickoff this year. In Oxnard, California, David Reggio, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Thomas.
David, I'm curious. You know, there were pandemic restrictions in place last year. With those restrictions in place, was the program able to operate last year?
Actually, yes, Thomas. Yeah. Despite the pandemic restrictions last year, the SNL program was still able to take place, but was conducted a bit differently. In place of the usual activities allowing Angelinos with their families and friends to remain at the park into the late evening hours, residents instead were able to drive by the designated parks and recreation centers to pick up grab-and-go meals and activity packages that could be done at one's home. During this 2020 SNL program last year, 24,000 meals were provided. In addition, activity workshops varying from fitness to art classes were made available online to everyone through the YouTube platform for the entire family to take part in together. Thomas?
David, how long will the program run this year?
Thomas, the program is officially open to the public and will last until the next month on August 20. Angelinos can still pick up grab-and-go food packages from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. twice a week in every location and attend workshops virtually, as there will be posted online, especially for those who may still not feel safe going outside or gathering with people outdoors. Thomas?
Okay, for people going in person to the program this year, what can they expect, David, to participate in?
Well, Thomas, there will be a number of sports games at various park locations, including the free jerseys given on a first-come, first-served basis. There will be pickup sports games of basketball and soccer running from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. There will also be free skate lessons from professional skaters, actually, with a contest open to everyone to film and make a video edit to post on Instagram. And winners will be selected on July 16th and August 14th for a chance to win free skating equipment from its sponsors. Thomas?
Sounds like a good program and something to, well, just give activities that are family-oriented. David, do stick around. We'll see you at the round table, and thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Still to come, we have stories from Nevada and Texas, and this is Eagle News America.
Innovation, digital disruption, globalization, startups, micro, small, and medium enterprises, as well as large corporations, all face interesting challenges in the market today. Peek into the world of exciting opportunities and partnerships to drive growth with the latest business news and information. We are open for business. Your weekly dose of entrepreneurial inspiration to update you on the latest developments in the world of business. Get up close and personal with CEOs and thought leaders to help you discover valuable insights. Sharpen your instincts for smart decision-making with the latest markets and economic trends, disruptive ideas, global innovation, social entrepreneurship, and other leading-edge business ideas. Join the conversations to create a more vibrant environment for entrepreneurship. Catch Open for Business, from vision to action.
Events happen around us all the time, in our community, in our country, around the world. Events that affect people, move communities, or simply inspire us. Interesting events that people need to know. In these interesting times, we continue to be a competent partner in delivering news about these events. Fast, accurate, balanced. Eagle News, because we live in interesting times.
Watching Eagle News America, I'm Thomas I. Likeness. Well, they're going to use sunshine to power 13 resorts in Las Vegas. ABC's Anna Cui tells us that MGM Resorts International has launched get this, a 100 megawatt solar power array. Anna, that's just huge. That's massive. That's like a power plant. Tell us about it.
That's right, Thomas. I guess you can say, and you'll hear it from one of the sound bites here. Parts of the famous Las Vegas Strip goes solar. MGM Resorts International, one of the largest employer in Nevada, shows their leadership in the battle against climate change. As you mentioned, the company launched its 100 megawatt solar array a week ago Monday, which, according to the release statement, is the hospitality industry's largest directly sourced renewable electricity project worldwide, Thomas. So Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak, along with other state officials, were there to help kick off this launch and spoke about the positive impact it has on the state. Also, of course, we'll hear from the CEO and president of MGM Resorts International, Bill Hornbuckle, who will talk about the project and their initiatives. Let's listen.
They've certainly taken the lead when it comes to renewable energy. The size, the magnitude of this solar array when you drive by is just astounding. I mean, they clearly have made a commitment to reducing their carbon footprint, and I encourage everybody in the resort corridor to do the same thing.
It's going to service all 36,000 hotel rooms, about 65 million square feet of space, and it not only leads the industry, it leads in the state, but ultimately globally the planet as it relates to a hospitality company. So it's just a great day for the state and for MGM Resorts. Look for our initiatives. We want to reduce carbon emissions by 45% by 2025, and by 2030 we want to get to 50%. Ultimately, we want to be by 2030 100% no carbon emissions, both domestically here and 80% on a global basis. And this is a huge step in that direction. At full production, the array will provide up to 90% of our daytime power needs across MGM Resorts' 13 Las Vegas Strip locations, covering more than 36,000 rooms and over 65 million square feet of space. Given the size and scale of this project, it's fair to say that much of Las Vegas Strip has now gone solar. Yes.
The launch marks a milestone in MGM Resorts' long-term climate strategy, and it really brings them closer toward their goal, as you heard there, 2025 goal to reduce the company's emissions by 45% per square foot. This solar array features 323,000 panels, 300,000 panels arranged across 640 acres in the desert north of Las Vegas. We heard the CEO talking about how much energy it can provide, right? Thomas, 36,000 hotel rooms. But here's another way of putting that. The array's renewable electricity production will be equivalent to the amount of power used by approximately 27,000 average U.S. homes annually. According to the statement, MGM Resorts is the sole user of the renewable electricity generated. Now, I want to give a little background about this mega solar project. It was developed in partnership with Invenergy, which started back in early 2018. And the project was set to be completed by the end of 2020. So I would imagine, Thomas, a little bit of the delay could be related to the pandemic. Invenergy is a leading privately held developer and operator of sustainable energy solutions, and the project was structured through a 20-year power purchase agreement. Of note, though, Thomas, early in January 2021, Invenergy sold a 75% interest in the MGM Resorts mega solar array to AEP Renewables, which is a subsidiary of American Electric Power, one of the nation's largest electric companies. But a subsidiary of Invenergy will continue to provide operations and maintenance and balance of plant services under a long-term agreement, according to the release statement. Now, state officials say clean energy development is critical to moving Nevada forward, along with the rest of the country. In Las Vegas, Eagle News, Anna Cui, we live in interesting times. Back to you, Thomas.
I'm just amazed by what I heard there. And of course, it's taken some time because you just can't order a bunch of solar panels, take them out of the box and set them up. What all did MGM have to do before actually starting this project 3 years ago?
Well, they had to start from buying out or breaking away from Nevada Energy. So that was back in 2016. I read that they paid $87 million to break away from Nevada Energy and buy power on the wholesale market, Thomas. And then shortly after that, same year, they partnered with a company called NRG Energy and installed over 26,000 modules, which make up a combined capacity of 8.3 megawatt on the roof of the Mandalay Bay Convention Center. And I didn't know that. I learned that as I was researching the story. And that's according to the statement that module over the Mandalay Bay Convention Center remains the country's largest rooftop solar array. Thomas?
You mentioned the company's a global leader in the fight against climate change. What are some of the other projects they've completed?
So I read that they invested over $60 million in energy efficiency in its U.S. properties from 2007 to 2019. That's including major upgrades to energy efficient lighting, heating, and air conditioning systems in their properties. And in line with their commitment to protecting the planet, they actually have a platform. The company pursues green building certification for all new property developments, like when they built City Center. That's where Aria and Vidara resorts are located, where they earned 6 LEED gold certifications from the U.S. Green Building Council when it opened in 2009. And just for our viewers, LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, which is the most widely used green building rating system in the world. And this is so important, Thomas, right? I mean, you talked about climate change last night. And as you mentioned, people can argue back and forth all day, all night about it. But reality is, there is a need for more energy efficient and environmentally friendly buildings. Thomas?
I'm just amazed by it. And I've got to ask, I'm coming down to Vegas probably in the fall. And is there an opportunity for people to drive by and have a look at this, or is it kind of sequestered off?
No, you can. You can definitely drive and be able to see the solar panels, Thomas.
I mean, it just sounds so amazing. Thanks for the report, Anna, and look forward to talking with you in a few minutes at the roundtable.
Yes.
Well, how did you spend Independence Day? EBC's Jane Rogel tells us the people she talked to in Corpus Christi, Texas, told her the holiday was a time to enjoy with family and friends.
Thank you, and howdy from the Lone Star State. We are here right now in downtown Corpus Christi, and as you can see behind me, the people have started to gather for the anticipation of the mayor's Big Bang 4th of July celebration. After more than a year of canceled events due to the pandemic, the atmosphere is more festive than ever. Right now, we're here on the bayfront where people have set up tents, lawn chairs, and picnic blankets to settle in for tonight's fireworks show set to start in about 1 hour on the water. Here we have Clarissa from Corpus Christi. Clarissa, how do you feel being able to celebrate 4th of July here in Corpus Christi?
I feel good. I feel happy that we're able to do this again. It's, we lost a year, so this is very nice to come together and bring out my family. I'm here with my mom, Patsy, and my aunt, and we have some family in town from Tennessee, so it's been really nice.
Do you think tonight's celebration will be different from the previous celebrations we've had in the past?
Yes, because there's more people out here, there's more people engaged and wanting to celebrate and be out here and be with friends and family and just enjoy life again.
Is there anything that you look forward to tonight? Like, what is the big thing that you are expecting?
Food. No, I'm just kidding.
Me too.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes. All of that, everything. Family time.
Family time
yes.
Together. And we are here representing the Castaneda family, Rodella family, and the Urias family from Tennessee. So it's really great to be together with the family. We had not been together since COVID. We have all had our shots, and that's why we feel comfortable to be together. So it's a big celebration for, like I said, our families, the Castaneda Rodellas and the Urias and Valdez family. Yeah, we come from a family of 11, so we're really having a good celebration together with the family out at the El Head.
Okay, I hope you all have a good one.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
I'm Martin Salazar. I'm from San Antonio. I recently moved here to Corpus. This is my daughter Angelise, my wife Naomi, my son Matthew, and my cousin Jar from San Antonio. It feels good to be here in Corpus Christi on the 4th of July at the beach. The weather is fresh. Activities are free, so it's a good family activity.
Okay, my name is Naomi. I'm from San Antonio, but I moved to Corpus a year ago. And to be here in like the 4th of July, it's good because last year they skipped it and we were ready for last year, but this year it came back good.
It feels nice, it's like we're on a vacation, but we live here,
Where
so
we live it.
Yeah, we live like a vacation, and it feels nice to be able to go outside and have fun and not worrying about
people
and seeing other people and not worrying about if we're gonna get sick or not.
Hi, this is Anwar Al-Badri here in Corpus Christi. Tonight we had fireworks for the city of Corpus Christi Big Bang 4th of July event celebration. Fireworks starts at 9 o'clock and lasted for like 20 minutes, and it was amazing. We watched here from Seoul with some of friends, and I'm very excited about it and very interested. It was really a good show.
Meanwhile, I hope you're having a great 4th of July in your part of the country. This is Jane Roldal in Corpus Christi. Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Back to you in the studio.
Up next, EBC Food. Are you hungry? And an Ube-licious discussion at the round table. You're watching Eagle News America.
casino here at Hatley Castle, one of the filming locations for the X-Men series. Don't forget to tune in to Digital Nest only on Net25.
To the kitchen now, and we've got a couple of items on the menu tonight. We begin with Keith Daphne Franco. She's going to show us how to make mango ice candy.
Hi everyone, I am Keith Daphne Franco from ABC Florida Bureau. Since we have been enjoying the hot summer here in Florida, today I am here to teach you how to make a mango ice candy, just to refresh your hot summer.
Now let's get ready the ingredients that we are going to use. 3 big ripe mangoes, 2 liters of water, 1 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of yellow food color, 1 1/2 cup of sugar, 1 can of evaporated milk, and 1 can of condensed milk. First thing we need to do is to boil your 2 liters of water. While we are boiling the water, let's blend the ripe mangoes together and make sure to save a half for your tidbits later. Now, add your 1/2 can of evaporated milk and blend it until it becomes smooth. After blending, set aside it for later. Now, we are about to put all the ingredients in the boiling water. First, put your 1 1/2 cup of sugar and make sure to dissolve it very well. You can also adjust the sugar that you want to put. Next, add your 1 can of condensed milk. Next, add also the 1/2 can of evaporated milk left. Add your blended mango. You can also put mango tidbits if you want. And lastly, add your optional 1/4 teaspoon of yellow food color and let it boil with low heat. Now get the 1 cup of cornstarch and put 1 cup water in it. Dissolve it and make sure there's no lumps. After dissolving the cornstarch, add it to the boiling mixture, stir and mix it well. Make sure it's on low heat. After boiling in 3 minutes, let it now cool. Next step, you need to have a funnel, a measuring cup, and especially your ice candy plastic bag. Make sure that you don't put too much inside the plastic bag so you can still lock the plastic. I finished making 28 pieces of mango ice candy and let it now freeze. And now you can enjoy your mango ice candy. Really perfect for the hot summer season.
In Pensacola, Florida, Kate Daphne Franco, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
I don't know about you, but I love pancakes, and I make my own from scratch, and always look for different variations, and this is one I can't wait to try out. It's Keto Mini Ube Pancakes, and EBC's Ethel Constantino is going to show us how to make them.
Hello everyone from Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm Ethel Constantino. Today, I'm very excited because we are going to make Keto Mini Ube Pancakes. Ube is a purple yam widely grown in the Philippines, and it is popularly used as an ingredient in desserts. But it is also very high in carbohydrates. So for this version of our pancake, we are going to use the keto-friendly ube extract. And these are the ingredients that we need. 3/4 cup almond flour, 1/4 cup Lakanto monk fruit sweetener, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 2 pieces whole eggs, 1/2 cup melted butter, 1 tablespoon ube extract, and 1/2 cup cream cheese. Also, as optional toppings, 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of Lakanto monk fruit syrup. And we will also need a mini griddle. If you don't have a mini griddle, you can use a pan. We also need a hand mixer and mixing bowls. Let's start. In a mixing bowl, combine all dry ingredients. The almond flour, then the Lakanto sweetener, and the baking powder. Mix this well, then set aside. Then, in another bowl, mix all wet ingredients, starting with the eggs. Then add the melted butter, the ube extract, and the cream cheese. Using a hand mixer, mix these ingredients very well. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can also use a whisk to combine these ingredients. Let's now combine the wet and dry mixtures. Using a spatula or a spoon, mix this very well. After mixing, we can now place 3 tablespoons of the batter on the griddle. Let's cook this for 3 to 4 minutes. When the pancake is cooked, set it aside and cook the rest of the batter. Then you can top this with butter and syrup. Serve and enjoy! I hope you enjoyed our video today. Now you can make your own keto ube pancakes. From Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm Ethel Constantino. Eagle News, we live in interesting times.
I think those pancakes are going to be coming up on the breakfast menu at home in the next week or so. I got to try those out. But we're going to stick with the Ubelicious, the Ube theme with our roundtable tonight. And I want to survey our panel tonight, our esteemed correspondents. Quickly tell me, what are your favorite treats with ube in them? We'll start on the East Coast with Mila.
Hey, Thomas, that was the yummylicious pancakes, I'm telling you. So yeah, for my favorite ubelicious dessert is halo halo, because I really love it with because halo halo is a mixture of all those different ingredients, and the toppings usually is either ube ice cream or the real sweetened ube, and those are my favorites to put on something. Thomas?
Okay, we're going to go. Actually, before we go anywhere, I just in case we've got a few people listening that haven't ever heard of ube, what an ube is a purple yam, kind of like a purple sweet potato, originally from the Philippines. It's essentially a bright purple sweet potato. Is even sweeter and more mellow than what you find here in America, used in desserts and Filipino cuisine, all kinds of things. But we're going to go over to the left coast now and talk to David over there. David, your favorite ube treats?
For me, Thomas, if I had to choose, it would be the ube polvoron. It's another Philippine snack. It's a quick grab and go. It's pretty much just a small powdered snack you could bite, and it does wonders for your mouth on the go when I'm working or at school.
And we're just going to go a little bit further east to Anna in Las Vegas.
Thomas, my favorite ube-licious item would have to be the ube French toast from a restaurant called Truffles and Bacon. So I might have to just take you there to try that when you come to Vegas in the fall, Thomas.
Next to pancakes, I love French toast in the morning, with a couple of eggs. Well, I'm just a breakfast guy. I love all kinds of breakfast food. But ube French toast, that sounds good. For myself, well, I'm going to try those ube pancakes. I'm going to record that recipe there. But myself, ube ice cream, we have it quite frequently here. And of course, in halo halo. But we've got to get out of here right now and say goodbye before we leave to our healthcare workers. Let's salute them with a round of applause. I'm talking about our first responders, essential workers, all those folks who helped us through the pandemic. We appreciate you. And that's today's Eagle News. I want to thank you for joining us. I'm Thomas I. Likeness, and truly, we live in interesting times.
Start up your weekday mornings with edutainment, news, and information kasama ang inyong paboritong Net25 shows. Samahan ang inyong paboritong morning barka